everybody, Coach Amanda here with the Badass Lady Gang, and welcome to Getting Started with Strength. Today we're going over a bear plank. This is one of my favorite ways to warm up. It looks a little something like this. You can do it with either the toes down or the toes tucked under. All right, let's go over the alignment. First, we come into a quadruped alignment. Hands underneath your shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Okay, let's align the upper body. So spread your fingertips really, really wide on the ground. Press down through your finger pads, press down through your knuckles. Okay, the more you press down through the finger pads, the less issues you may have in your wrist. Okay, if your hands are really weak, you're going to shift back into your wrist and that might be painful for you. So spread those fingertips wide, get those hands rooted into the ground. If you find that even that isn't good enough for your wrists, you can always roll up. If you're on a yoga mat, you can always roll it up and make a little bit more of an angle so that your finger pads are coming down on a slope and so that you have less of an angle at your wrist. Some people have such wrist issues that they go ahead and they get wedges for underneath their hands. That helps too. Okay, so then you want to, as you go up the arm, we want to put a soft bend at the elbow, and then we want to see about rotating the inner elbow towards the fingertips. Okay, so after you've done that, I want you to see if you can pull your shoulder back and away from the ear. Okay, as you pull your shoulder back and away from the ear, try not to let the shoulder blade come together on the spine. See if you can push the ground away. Yeah? Let's try that again. Push the ground away. Next, I want you to, instead of letting the head just drop, lift up the back of the skull. So the back of the skull is nice and long. We don't need the chin lifting up. We can always just keep a soft tuck of the chin. Next, are the ribs dumping towards the ground? Can you lift the ribs up to the back of the body? How about the pelvis? Is your pelvis dumping forward? Can you drive your pelvis under? We're not tucking here. That's not what we're doing. We're coming into somewhere that's right in between, for lack of better words, a nice neutral position. Okay, so from here, I can already feel my whole abdominal core engaging really well. My shoulders feel really strong and aligned. You'll see if you start pushing the ground away, some of you will start to shift back. We're not doing that today. We're keeping the heart forward and over the wrists, okay? Now, let's start by tucking the toes under. As you tuck the toes under, our aim is to lift up the knees without shifting around the alignment of the rest of the body. So knees lift up, and then you have to breathe when you're here. So you'll breathe in and breathe out. Sometimes I notice this happening with people. The upper trap muscles, they run from the neck all the way down to the shoulder. They're right up in this area. A lot of times people will start to shrug their shoulders like this as soon as they lift their knees. We want to resist the urge to do that by pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Lift up the knees, and if the shoulders made their way forward, pull them back, yeah? Some people would prefer to not do that with their toes, whatever. It might be really tight at the back of their foot. It might be really tight. They may not have the flexibility in their toes. If that's the case, you keep your toes on the ground and then lift the knees up from there. Some people get a cramp in their calf or the sole of their foot doing that. So make sure you're just choosing the version that works best for your body. What a wonderful way to warm the body up. What a wonderful way to get ready to do a plank. And there are so many other variations that we can do from there. If you have any other questions at all, please do send me a DM, or I'll see you over at the Badass Lady Gang Strength for Runners platform.